Protests here have been peaceful. About 1,000 people gathered right here at McCarren Park, currently marching through the streets of Brooklyn. So many community members are angry over what happened with the Breonna Taylor case.
What do we do? Stand up, fight back.
From Manhattan to Brooklyn, for a second night in a row, hundreds were back out on the streets following a grand jury's decision in Louisville, Kentucky, to not charge any police officers with the killing of Breonna Taylor. One detective faces wanton endangerment charges related to shooting into a nearby apartment.
Say her name!
It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. It shows that the wall of someone else's apartment gets more justice than an actual human being. It shows that they value property over human lives.
In New York City, the protests have been peaceful, but in Louisville, police say Wednesday night there were 127 arrests and some looting. Tonight, the two Louisville police officers shot during a protest there are recovering. A 26-year-old is now under arrest.
Last night's situation could have been so much worse for our officers and for the people who were protesting when the gunfire rang out.
Back in Brooklyn, peaceful gatherings at Maria Hernandez and at McCarren Parks brought out hundreds, as they did in Union Square in Manhattan, who feel justice for Breonna Taylor, whose name has become a national rallying cry, never came.
It's constantly a loss in our community, in the courtroom, but a win in the streets. In the streets, those guys can't step outside without seeing Black Lives Matter on the floor. They can't put on their uniform the same way without hearing people yell out Black Lives Matter, and that's what's the most important.
In Louisville, there is a curfew in effect tonight that's been extended through the weekend. Meanwhile, here in New York City, there are more protests being planned for tomorrow and throughout the weekend. Live in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, I'm Cristian Benavides, Pix 11 News.